So what I want to cover off is going deeper on the results we got, which I showed you at the start of yesterday, with a 21x ROAS and high scaling, and some of the techniques we put behind that. And then also, I don't know if we'll have time today, right now, or maybe later on, start this discussion about Q4. Because Q4, for any e-com company, in my view, starts around June, July. All the planning, all the promotions and things like getting everything in place starts June, July. Then the execution starts in September, doing all your testing, finding the best audiences, etc. By the time you hit end of September, October, you should be ready to scale up. And then by the time you're in November, you've got your audiences, your creatives, your landing pages, your page, your CPMs, everything dialed in. This is what we did last year. And that's why we had such low CPMs and high conversion in November, because we did that prep work. And even then, we probably did it later than we should have. And there's a few things that is worth considering for you guys to take away as well. So this is the results from November. So as I mentioned yesterday, our cost per 1,000 impressions was about $6, 21x ROAS on a 341K spend. I don't know anyone who's done that kind of volume with e-com. This is an edge case. This is when you get everything absolutely right. And it's really hard to get absolutely everything lined up, but even just getting the majority of this will make a big difference as well. So one thing about this brand is everything was super visual. They actually spent, I think, 20 to 30,000 per campaign to shoot video and photography. So when they came to us and said, hey, we've spent 20, 30K on this stuff, then I know that the client knows their stuff. Because often for us, it's hard to get people to understand the importance of creative. So that's one big thing is, if you've got a product and you're taking it seriously, investing in product videos and like for example, these are actually influencers wearing their apparel. That makes a huge difference. Actually getting those influencers to wear the material. So there was a guy called Colin McGuire who spoke with me in Las Vegas. One of the things he shared, which I thought was really cool, was he often shares products to influencers to get them to take images and videos, not for them to post on their own Instagram feed, but to give him the rights to use. And often he only pays like $100. That's priceless.
We did that at Silly Paint and it was amazing.
Absolutely. It's such a cheap way of getting high quality footage. You just need to make sure in your agreement you get them to sign across rights to use that. But that is such a powerful way because they're doing this day in, day out. They're posing in front of the Instagram camera, they're doing videos, images. Quite often they'll be in your niche and they'll know your niche potentially better than you do. They'll come up with some really good stuff. There will be some hit and miss and it takes time to find the right level of influencer, but you want you want to find the upcoming influencer, not the one that's charging 10 grand per post, but the ones that are kind of close to the million mark or getting there, that just want traction. You send them the products, you send them $100, they'll do it. They're happy to do it.
There's an app that you can do this for free.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just give them the product.
Yeah, what app is it?
Give me 1 second. Brand Snob.
Brand?
Snob.
Snob?
Yeah. So you just give them the product and they will even post it on their social media.
Okay.
Lower micro-influencer, I guess?
You can find everything.
Everything?
Yeah. Not the bigger one, but you can find like 300,000, 400,000.
There's another one I think I saw recently, but I can't remember. Maybe it'll come to me where similarly, but you actually have an agreement that you pay. They provide you the photos, and if you think you're going to use them, then you pay for it.
Okay, which is fine as well.
Yeah. So
Absolutely, yeah. The other thing that we made sure we dialed in right from the start was a 5W avatar. So we made sure we really understood what's the emotional and the kind of the trigger hooks and what were the functional. With any brand, functional is easy to get by. But in September, all of our testing was to find the right angles, the right creative and the right audiences. We spent 4 weeks and probably about 10K just on testing. Like the volume of testing we did was really wide and far. But without that 10K invested in September, we wouldn't have hit those numbers because we knew everything about which audiences, which creative, which videos, which landing pages are going to work. So by the time we started in October to start scaling up and then hit November, we knew everything that we needed to know. Obviously, we're still testing in the background and testing a few things out, But by the time we're ready for Q4, essentially start of October, we've got everything dialed in as well. So that's really important to not just get right for your brand, but thinking specifically about Q4. Because Q4 is often gifting season. So sometimes your products need to take a different angle to what you've been doing all year round as well. So just think about that. Thinking about the kind of funnel structure. So we applied our kind of cold, warm and hot. And we knew probably by end of September through our testing and doing some tests of scaling, what kind of ROAS numbers to expect, top of funnel, mid and bottom, so that when we were ramping up our spend, if, for example, we knew our ROAS was 5 to 7 at the top of the funnel, then it will bottom out really profitably. Our goal for this was to hit a 10x ROAS. And actually, we obviously overachieved, but that was the goal for this particular one.
What was the AOV for this particular brand?
Sorry?
Do you recall what the AOV was for this particular brand?
About $150, $200, give or take.
Oh, that's
Gotcha.
amazing.
For campaign structure, what's sort of like the floor in terms of when you make the decision to do like a cold hot sort of structure rather than like?
So I always start cold hot. For this, for example, because we had a lot of videos, that's where we introduced this, and also we're doing a lot of page engagement as well. So those two things help to fire up the engagement audiences.
Did you do the video and the page engagement, that was top of funnel?
Well, the page engagement was mostly organic, but we just used pay to support, but the video was top of funnel, yeah.
Okay.